this is Lexi Kareem. Welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm just going to be doing a Insty Baddie inspired type of makeup look. So I'm going to start off first by priming my skin. And to prime my skin, I'm just going to use this Poreless primer. I love the way this feels on my face. It gets my face nice and smooth. And it's also a very good base for your makeup. So when it comes to priming my skin, because my skin is very oily, I do have to take an extra step into priming it. So I like to go in with my powder, and this is the Airspun powder. It's from Walmart, I believe, but this just sets the primer into my skin just so I won't have an oily base starting off before foundation. So now I'm just going to go in with my concealer. This is my LA Pro Girl Concealer, and I'm just going to prime my eyelids for my eyeshadows. I like to use a concealer that is about 1 or 2 shades lighter than my natural skin color, just to give it a lighter base so my eyeshadows will be more pigmented. So here I am just going to take my beauty sponge. I'm going to blend everything out. Now that everything is nicely blended out, I am going to go into my Profusions palette, and I'm going to take this nice nude color, and this is the same color as my skin tone, just a little bit darker. And I am just going to go ahead and blend this into my crease. This is going to be my transition shade. As you can see, this is giving me a nice smooth base to put a darker shade on top of. That is why I started off with a very light shade, just so when I'm ready to put my darker shades on top, it will blend better. So now I'm just going to go back in with a different palette, and I'm going to go ahead and take a brown. It's like a dark brown shade, but it does have like a purple tint to it. I'm going to take this shade, I'm just going to blend it on my outer edge of my eye, and I'm going to bring it all the way into the inner edge of my eye. I'm going to try to avoid the middle of my eye because that is where I'll be applying a different type of eyeshadow. And I am applying these eyeshadow with a eyeshadow buffing brush before I blend it. I'm just tapping into the areas that I want it to be, and I'm also kind of dragging the eyeshadow past my outer corner because I kind of want a winged look. So I am avoiding putting eyeshadow in the center of my eyelid just because that is where I will be applying the glitter shadow. So now you just see me blending this eyeshadow out in circular motions. I'm going from the outer corner of my lid all the way into the inner corner of my lid. Now I'm just going to go in with this purple glitter color, and I'm just going to tap this into the center of my eyelid. I am going to actually take it a little bit higher up to meet my crease. I'm not going to take it past my crease. And I did kind of widen it out on the edges. Okay, y'all have to excuse my mirror. I had to bring it up closer just because I needed to see exactly where I was putting the eyeshadow. I didn't mean for it to be all up in the camera. I'm just going to go back in with my buffing brush and I'm going to kind of blend those edges out, just kind of give it more of a natural transition. And I'm going to kind of put more eyeshadow on the inner corner just because there wasn't much there. And I'm just going to do the same thing for the next eye. Okay, so when I got to this eye, for some reason the eyeshadow did not look the same. It turned out to be more reddish. Sorry, I was watching TV right here. I'm always watching TV, laughing at TV. But back to the eyeshadow, I tried to figure out why it was coming out more red than the other one. So I actually had to finish this eye off camera. But as you can see, it doesn't look like the other eye. It is more red, more as a reddish brown more than a purplish brown, if that makes sense. Okay, so now I'm just blending this eyeshadow out, and this is when I realized that it was not the same color as the other eye. I don't know what could have happened, but as you can see in my head, I'm like, what is this? This is not the same color. So I had to figure out how to fix it. I went off camera and I did fix it, and this was the final look of it. I went in and just added the glitter in the center of my eyelid, and I just blended everything out. So we've made it to the foundation. So the foundation that I'm using, I'm actually mixing two drugstore foundations. The first foundation that I use is Black Opal, and the second foundation I'm going to use is Maybelline Fit Me foundation. I like to mix both foundations because the Black Opal foundation is just too orange for my skin right now. It's this color of my skin, but it's too orange. And so I use the Maybelline Fit Me foundation to kind of tone down the orangeness and make a better blend. If I use the Maybelline Fit Me foundation by itself, it's too light. So using these two foundations mixed is a perfect combination. As you can see here, I haven't mixed it as much as I was supposed to, so I did go back in and add more of the Maybelline Fit Me foundation just because this was just too orange looking, and you will see in just a second. After adding Maybelline Fit Me foundation, everything is oxidized and blended together perfectly, gives me a full coverage. Now I'm going to go in with my Maybelline Fit Me concealer. This concealer is the same color of my skin. I'm just going to go ahead and highlight these certain areas of my face. I like to use a shade that is the color of my skin, or maybe a shade lighter first, and then I blend that out, and then I go in with a shade that is 2 shades lighter to highlight my face, to make those same areas pop a little bit more. So now going in with that lighter shade, which is 2 shades lighter, I'm going to go ahead and clean up my eye. I'm just going to make a sharp shape. I'm going to kind of do like a wing, like you would do wing eyeliner. I'm kind of going to go in that shape just to make my eyeshadow pop a little bit more and kind of give it that winged look. And I'm also just going to put a few dots under my eyes, on my chin, and on my forehead. So to blend out that concealer that is under my eye that goes into my eyeshadow, I am just going to take the butts of my beauty blender, and I'm going to be careful and take the sharp end and just kind of tap as lightly as I can where that line is that I drew, just so I won't mess up the shape of my eyeshadow or that clean shape that I made with the concealer. I'm so happy on how this eyeshadow turned out. As you can tell, I'm over here dancing and everything because I'm feeling myself. Now I'm just gonna go in with my airspun powder, and I'm just gonna tap one layer in first under my eyes and on my chin, and then I'm gonna go back in with the same powder and bake. So I did bronze, and after I bronzed, I did just go ahead and wipe the powder away, and then I went in with my Morphe highlighter and I just highlighted my cheekbones, my nose, the bridge of my nose, my forehead, and my upper lip. I'm so happy on how this makeup look came out. However, I did not record my slow-mos. I really thought I was recording slow-mos, but I didn't press record on my camera, and I realized after the fact. So I will just show pictures at the end. I'll just highlighted my brow bone, and I am going to go in with my lashes. My lashes are from the extensions, and they are in the style Lassie. I hope you guys like this video. Thank you for watching. See you in my next one. Bye guys.